leaders, thank you so much for taking charge of the group that you are overseeing, and we want you to think of yourself as a pastor. You may not have a seminary background or something on your name tag that says minister, licensed pastor, but you're a shepherd in this community. By overseeing the people on your team, you're an example, and you set the tone on your team that people are going to follow. And that's especially important with existing guests, but also new people who are looking at your team. And in this video, what we want to do is we want to give you 3 simple steps that will help create a relationship with current and potential volunteers that is really going to change the dynamic of your team to a bunch of worker bees, to a community, to a group of people that cares for one another. So as you pastor your team through these 3 simple steps, you're also going to feel like your team develops into a community of people. And the serving part is just a way that you express that concern and care that you foster. So here are those 3 things. Write them down and then tattoo them to your forehead so you don't forget. Or maybe not, but here they are. Step 1, we want every guest, every potential volunteer to experience the value that says, you matter. So think about that for a minute. You matter. So I'm not just as a team leader trying to plug you into a spot. I am looking for ways to bless you. I'm looking for ways to find out about your story. So I encourage you, for your first conversation, ask about their story. If you talk to them on the phone, invite them to have a cup of coffee. Invite them to get together. And if they're not comfortable with that, just have a schedule enough time so that you can just get to know that person and who they are and where they're coming from. And most places in this culture, people aren't interested in getting the dirty details of where I come from and what my family background is. But if you create that context, people are going to feel cared for. So ask about their story, ask where they come from, ask how they ended up at Surprise, find out about their family, find out if there's things that you can just be praying for about. They're not going to reveal everything to you your first conversation, but as you continually set that tone of you matter to me, you matter to this church, you matter to this team, they're going to feel more comfortable just sharing things that maybe are really heavy on their hearts and they're not comfortable sharing on day 1. So anything you can do to strike the tone that says you matter, I challenge you to do. And if it comes into conflict with spots that you need to fill, always defer to the you matter. So hey, you know what? I have this spot that we need filled on Sunday, but I'm hearing that this might not be a good time for you to get involved. Is there anything I can do for you? Is there any way that the team can bless you? How can we pray for you? How can we come and help with whatever you're going through? So it's not about the spot, it's not about the task, it's about the person. And I think that's going to put the cart where it belongs, behind rather than ahead of the horse. So you matter, step 1. Step 2 is I'm going to be a blessing to work with. It goes right with step 1. It says, you know what? I am not a taskmaster. I am not a volunteer coordinator. I am the pastor of this team. I'm a shepherd. I'm a caregiver. I'm a big brother. I'm a big sister. I'm a parent, so to speak. That doesn't mean that you give advice and demand that you know better about how to live life or how that person should make their life decisions. But it means that you step forward into their life as a caring person. So that they think of you when they think about the positive voices in their life. So that you and the team around them start to look attractive, start to look like, man, I want to be with those people. We've got a couple of our teams that are really embodying these principles, and it's easy for them to schedule people because the people want to be there. They like being around them. Also, this means that you're going to want to schedule social interaction outside of your volunteer times, because if this is a community of people that are a blessing to work with, they're going to be a blessing also to be with. So have a holiday party, go to a happy hour, hang out at a coffee shop, go bowling, go to a movie, go to the mall, go to TJ Maxx, go to TGI Fridays. No, that closed in town here, didn't it? Don't go to TGI Fridays. Go somewhere that's still in business that you can just have a good time with, and maybe surprise someone, put a bunch of pink flamingos in their yard, play practical jokes that people will appreciate rather than resent. Simple things that say this team is going to be a blessing to be a part of, and we're glad you're on it and you matter to us. You would be surprised how rare that is, of a kindness that we take for granted in the gospel. When it's expressed in Christian community, it's irresistible. And so we ask and challenge you as a team leader to foster a context in which the gospel kindness is expressed through how you lead and how your team participates. Be a blessing to work with. So you matter. We're going to be a blessing to work with. And third, this work is important. See, you're not just kind of trying to find different ways of rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. We're a community that's changing lives. We believe in what we're doing. And that means not everybody's right for our team. And so even though we're trying to value people in every way possible, it's also helpful to say this work is so important and to help people see the connection to the task, the opportunity, and to the long-term mission of the church to change lives. And for those that catch that, they're going to in part catch it because you keep making the connection. Thank you for what you're doing because it's helped us doing this. Sending out, we have some team leaders who send out a Monday email after every weekend thanking people individually for the things they did and showing them how it makes a difference in the big picture because this work matters. And so the more you can help people who tend to forget and lose focus and just get busy and start to get worn out, the more you can help them see the connection between the task that you're overseeing and appointing them to do and the big picture of what God's doing in the world and what Surprise is doing in Bismarck. People are going to find joy in what they're doing. If they lose that connection, they're going to lose their joy. So help people make it. And if someone isn't a good fit for your team because they're not taking it seriously, because they're not showing up on time, remind them that they matter. First, ask, how are you doing? Is everything okay? Remind them that you're going to be a blessing to work with. We want you to be on this team. We care about you. But also remind them that this work matters and that we need you to be here at a certain time, or let us know in advance if you need to cancel. And if that isn't possible, this work is too important for us to just have not happen on a given Sunday or a given weekday, whatever the task is. So you matter. We're going to be a blessing to work with. And this work is important. If you embody those three values as a team leader, you're going to have a much, much more effective team, and you're going to have a much more magnetic team to people who want to be a part of it and who are eager to get involved. And your team is going to catch that flavor and going to invite more. And so it's going to become a growing, thriving community. So embody those three values, pray about those three things, and then check in with me and other team leaders and peers to find out what they're doing to meet those values. And good luck. God bless as you do it. Thanks for listening.